Alright guys, welcome back. A few days ago I had someone comment on my review for the Darth 18650 triple series. He said he bought one and he's having issues burning the cotton and zapping it pretty good. After talking to him, come to the conclusion, I think he said he's running a 22 millimeter RDA. That's way too small. If you're just running like single 24 gauge wire, your coil is going to be very small, and typically people make it around 3.5 millimeter or so inside diameter, and you're putting a lot of heat in a small amount of area, and that's the reason you're burning your cotton way too quickly. I'm going to take you down below and show you exactly the system and the coil and the way I make mine. Alright, now this is the Mason 40 millimeter RDA. You don't have to go that big. You can go with a 30. You can see there's plenty of room. It's a 24 gauge twisted, around a 7/32 drill bit. It's 11 wraps. That's Canthal. Now if you've gone with a really small coil, before you ever put cotton on it, dry fire it. And I haven't fired these yet. You'll see how long it takes them to actually heat up. Compare it to yours. I guarantee yours will heat up really quick. There you go. It takes a little bit of time. That's exactly what you're wanting to see. And I'm pretty sure this is sitting right around 0.48, 0.5, something around there. I'd have to do the math and put it on an ohm reader again, but there are many advantages to having such a big inside diameter coil. You're wanting something that's going to be medium on the width. Anything too skinny, it's going to put all that heat in one little area. Anything too big, there's not going to be able to get any juice. When bringing your juice into your coil, it's not going to make it to that middle, so you're going to burn the inside of that cotton. This is a good center median for me. I've tried so many different size wires. Tried 26 gauge twisted, 24 gauge twisted, 22 gauge twisted, straight 22 gauge, straight 20 gauge. I've even tried 20 gauge quad coils in this thing, and this by far is my favorite. So far out of all my favorite wire sizes, I'm sticking with 24 gauge, especially the twisted. Some of my smaller 22 millimeter mech mods, tube mods, I can't get that big of coils in. Like my Praxis, it takes very small coils because there's not much room. My dual series, my Darth Vapor dual series with 24 millimeter Goon RDA. Sorry, it took me a minute to think about it. I'm running 22 gauge Canthal in that, and I think I'm running it around this size, which is the 11/64. That's the easiest way to make your coils, is get you some drill bits. And I wouldn't make anything bigger than a 1/4 inch, but Darth Vapor does have a 18650 series mod out now. It's 25 volts plus, and that might require the 1/4 inch. I don't know if I'd go to the 5/16. That's a gigantic hole with a lot of wasted cotton, in my opinion. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how easy it is to wick this, and the advantages and everything else. Just get the large package of cotton bacon. Makes it so much easier to wick it. That'll work. I got a decent sized piece right here, just pulled out. Get some of the excess crap off of here. You want to make sure a lot of your fibers are uniform in length. You don't want any strays. So. Might be a little too big, but we'll see. I can always peel some off. I just fold it in half, chop it. As you can tell, this is going to be pretty much the perfect length. That's why I like the cotton bacon. No matter what I'm building for, I could either cut this in half and use it in a 22 millimeter. There you go. It's easy as that. good thing having all this extra room. You might not need it. And really with this RDA, I actually get pretty decent flavor with it, so pull the strands off there. I always cut the twisted tip right off, just right at the tip. You can take like a pocket knife or something. Kind of fray out the edge a little bit. Don't go all the way through. You don't want to cut yourself. Just kind of separate a little bit. You can tell how easy that is. Just tuck it right there on the edge. Just make sure no cotton is underneath your coil. You're going to want all the airflow you can get out of this sucker. You don't want to have a hot spot and burn through your cotton. That was what I was struggling with this this mod for the first couple of weeks, trying different size coils and so forth. Alright, I'm going to use Peach Cobbler from Southern Clouds. Haven't had this in the triple series yet. Me and Josh gave this one a 10. And you're going to notice it's going to take a lot of juice. So just hanging it on. And what I like to do is, when you're almost completely done, you just warm it up a little bit. Put your juice on, you'll see it soak it up. That way it gets it all the way down in the middle of your coil. I told the guy that commented, I completely forgot his name, but I'm sorry. Like I could get this completely wet, ready to go. Hold down the fire button until these coils catch that juice on fire, blow it out, and the cotton will not be discolored. So I think a little too much cotton on that side. There we go. Alright, and it'll fire up really well. No problems whatsoever. Alright, let's take this back up top and I'll show you exactly how it works. Alright, now that we're back up here, rejuiced it a little bit. You won't get any issues, I guarantee you, with burning your cotton. It'll take a while before you finally realize there's a dry hit. You'll actually start losing flavor, but you'll still have a lot of that VG still, that juice still in your cotton. You'll be able to tell. So hits like a champ. You'll get a lot of hits out of it. You can probably easily get 3 to 4 mils of juice in your RDA if you run something as big as this, or something with a really ultra deep juice well. You can get a lot of hits out of it. That's one good thing about this RDA. It's not a hot hit. Doesn't burn my mouth any at all. Step over to the side here. Easily get 6-8 foot clouds. I don't suggest building any lower than this. There was a few builds I did right around 0.4, which I was pushing the amperage pretty good. I was getting a lot of hot hits. The RDA would get really extremely hot. It's a little warm now, not too bad. I am running the 2 air hole sleeve. The quad coil sleeve is a little too airy for me, but I do have these holes all the way open, so yeah, still nice and wet. I mean, I guess you could run 9 or 10 wraps of the same exact 24 gauge Canthal twisted. You might be sitting right around 4.5, 4.4 or something around. I'm sorry, 0.4 or 0.44 or something around there. I think I've done that build once, but like I said, it was really hot. Really good flavor. Simple build. It's really easy to build in this RDA. If you got an extra $55, $60 or so lying around, definitely give the 40 millimeter Mason a go. If you want to have some good airflow for big coils, not be claustrophobic whatsoever. It's really simple to put your leads in. Didn't have any issues. I only had to pre-cut the lead going in on the positive to make room because it hit the coil on the other side. So there you go, bud. Give this build a shot. I guarantee you'll love it. All you have to have is a 24 gauge Canthal drill. Just get you good 5 foot, 4 foot lead of it. Fold it in half. Take one of your drill bits, stick on the other end. Have somebody hold it. If you can't, get the good leverage like this. Twist down on it until they're really close together. Don't get it too tight because then you're going to snap your wire in half. And you're actually going to end up twisting your wire so much it's going to make it so thin it's actually going to be a little more restrictive. And then this is the 7/32 drill bit. I did 11 wraps. You can do, I suggest between 10 and 14 or 15 if you want something really cool and mild. Get a little bit more battery life out of it. I've had these batteries in here for, I'd say about 2 weeks because this is the first time I've fired this mod up in a while. I'm sitting right at 12 volts. It's only lost like half a volt, and I've done some hits and some dry firings, so. Really good vape. Give it a shot. You'll love it. You will never have an issue with burning your cotton. So you'll actually end up having to change your cotton because of so many different flavors going through it, or just because you want to change your cotton. So there you go. We'll be seeing you.